Sheldon, a couple of players had mentioned that this was the first meaningful game they played in about 3 to 4 weeks. Did you also agree with that, or and if so, like, how do you feel the team played overall this afternoon?
Well, I think every game has meaning. You find meaning in every game, no matter what the circumstances are. But we know what we're playing for here, and the stakes are much higher there right now for sure than they have been in quite some time. But, it's playoff hockey, and that's what it's all about. And I was happy we had a chance to play a game like this here today and find our way, to getting a win.
Was it difficult for you guys to establish flow throughout the game, considering that how many quick whistles there were and just how many whistles there were in general?
Yeah, for sure. There wasn't a whole lot of flow, as you're saying here. There was a segment of the second period where it opened up a little bit. I thought we really started to come in that time. It would have been nice to score one in that segment, but we were unable to do so. Um, but yeah, it's two good teams playing, two good teams competing. There's not a lot of opportunity out there, and it's from that standpoint, it's really what we expected, or what I certainly expected in the game.
During that during that sequence with Garrett after he got sticked in the nose, what were you thinking on the bench? Was it concern for Garrett? Was it you thinking that they'd actually scored the goal? Walk us through your thoughts during that moment.
Yeah, I didn't know what happened, to be honest. I mean, obviously, because of the way they're celebrating and the nature of the chance, you thought that they had scored. So that's my first thing is we're trying to get this goal turned back here, thinking maybe there's some goalie interference. Not sure how Sparksy got knocked over. It's hard to see really what had happened, but the ref had a look at it and made the right call. As I've watched it here now, I mean, puck didn't even come close to going into the net. So it was all a whole lot to do over nothing.
1 for 7 in the power play tonight. Could we expect any changes in terms of personnel and players in that slot, or more of the same?
I don't know. I mean, the game ended about 15 minutes ago, so I'll probably look at it. We got some time, and we'll make some adjustments. But they have a good penalty kill. We knew that coming in. I think we've got a pretty good penalty kill too. So we thought the power play would have a hard time on both sides of it, and that's the way the game played out. Ultimately, there was enough of them that each team was able to get one, and lucky for us, our one is the difference.
A lot of guys show composure tonight, starting with Garrett, but also overtime, a couple of penalties that you guys survived. Do you like the maturity level of the team in this situation?
I did, and that's what I was encouraging our team to do. Is when you're playing a playoff game, you're expecting it to be 5-on-5, really, and just competitive and all that. There's a lot of penalties today, so that changes things a little bit. And emotions are high. It's a tight game, but I did like how we kept our composure. Our penalty kill has been solid for us all season long. We have a ton of confidence in our penalty kill, so it's a little bit easier for us to just say, okay, we got to kill this, and and get organized and go out and get it done, and then press on from there. And fortunately, we were able to do that.
A number of young players made their AHL playoff debuts. How do you think overall, I guess, they played, and did any particular one stand out to you?
Yeah, I thought the Brooks line gave us some good shifts. Obviously, Bracco scores us a goal. Yeah, I thought those guys gave us some good shifts, gave us good minutes on the power play, and Marchment and Bracco's case, and Brooksy on the penalty kill. So I thought those guys did a good job. But I thought Liljegren on the back end, he got knocked around a little bit here today. It's physical. They're hard on the forecheck, so it's hard on the defenseman. So it's a little bit harder for him to play in this game. But I thought he found his way through it and competed, which is what you want to see from the young guys.
And playing 4 periods, tonight, and then with the game tomorrow. Sparks going in the net tomorrow. Are you gonna have Pickard in there?
Just like everything, we're going to kind of take it all in, talk as a staff, and get it sorted out. We've got some time here, and we want to just see how everything calms down. Sparksy's completely fine, and no issues there. But when we've got time on our side, we're going to use it.
With your young guys, it's probably nice to have that kind of adversity in the first game, no?
Did we have adversity today?
Or not adversity, I'd say more so like, coming back at the end when there was the goal there and heading into overtime, a tougher situation. It's hard to be.
Playoffs are challenging. It's challenging for everyone. We've got young guys that are playing their first AHL game, yes, but it's not their first rodeo. Like they've played hockey before. They've played hockey at a very high level. This is just another step in their development, another chance to compete, and more importantly, is a chance for our team to grow and compete in an environment like this. We knew this series was not going to be easy. This game today certainly was not going to be easy, and it's only going to get harder from here.
Sparks, I mean, you mentioned how he really really enjoys playing against Thatcher, but just maybe talk about sort of that goalie battle and how important it's going to be for him to sort of rise to the challenge.
Yeah, no doubt. It's two elite goalies at this level for sure, and I'm sure both guys want to make a statement in the series. I don't know how much a factor goaltending was in this game here today. I thought both teams just defended extremely well at even strength and on the penalty kill, so it made life a little bit easier on the goalies. I suspect as the series goes on here that the goaltending is going to be much more of a factor, and we've got a lot of confidence in our guys. They have confidence in their guys. We've got to do a better job of making it hard on the other team's goalie. But I just liked how we defended here today, and we made it. The game was about our team, and we didn't have to lean on Sparksy. But certainly, when they had chances, he was there. Those penalty kills in overtime are tough. We needed a couple saves, and he got those for us.
You guys have certainly met Utica before, but now they have a couple new faces. What initially stood out to you, even just the difference, but overall for the team?
Well, they're just deeper. They're deeper, and they have a way more skill than they've had for most of the season. So with the depth and increased skill, there's no easy shifts. It gives their coach obviously a lot more flexibility in how he deploys the lines and how he uses different people. So, like I said, we knew coming in that this was a better version of Utica than we've seen all season long, and we knew that it's going to be a challenge for us. It certainly was, and tomorrow's, as I say, is going to be no different.
How much emphasis is placed on matchups opposed to just kind of rolling the lines and going with the flow of the game?
Yeah, we're not focused. We have some things in mind that we want to do, but as the game gets going and it's competitive and the number of special teams, we want to make sure that we're not losing our bench. We want to make sure guys are still involved and engaged in the game. They've got things spread out pretty good from lines 1 through 4, so they're all 4 lines that we need to be aware of, and at the same time we've got 4 lines we feel pretty good about, so it's more situational than anything for us here, and we'll continue to monitor that as the series moves along.